Now, President John Mahama has cut short for the construction works to begin on the new $36 million Komenda sugar factory. The new factory, expected to be completed in 24 months, would produce 1,250 tons of sugar annually for both the local and international markets.
The Komenda sugar factory is being rebuilt at the cost of $36.5 million. Parliament approved a $35 million loan facility from the Exim Bank of India to revamp the sugar factory. Construction works are expected to span a 2-year period and would have the capacity to employ 1,300 jobs with additional 5,000 auxiliary jobs. With a land size of 1,700 hectares, the new sugar factory is to cut down Ghana's sugar imports, which is close to $300 million. President Mahama, who laid the foundation stone for works to begin, said a new legislation would be passed to protect and encourage local industries in the country.
After the establishment of this factory, we're going to take legislation to Parliament to regulate the sugar industry so that we protect Ghanaian sugar producers from the huge cartels that exist abroad.
He touched on the benefits of the project, which includes the production of 3 megawatts of power to add up to the national grid.
This project will also produce electricity. It will produce 3 megawatts of electricity. 2 megawatts of the electric power will be used to run the plant itself. So the plant is not going to use power from the national grid. It will produce its own power. And after it has consumed 2 megawatts, there will be 1 megawatt left. And it will feed the 1 megawatt into the national grid to supplement our power production.
The Indian government has also approved an additional $24 million for the cultivation of sugarcane for the factory.
So residents of Komenda still feel the effect of the collapse of the sugar factory 30 years ago. Now, some of them claim people lost their lives in the process, and the very few who are alive continue to battle for survival.
1972.
I was employed in 1972 as a security guard.
Richard Appiah is one of the 4 staff members still living after the collapse of the sugar factory. Thousands of people lost their only means of survival following the collapse of the Komenda sugar factory. Having been out of job for the past 3 decades, gathering and selling of wood has been his source of income.
We were being paid by the DIC, but we are yet to be paid a year after we were handed over to the Trade Ministry.
Established in the late President Kwame Nkrumah's administration, the sugar factory was a pride of Komenda.
You can imagine how proud you were, because Komenda, as a town, as a community, as a traditional area, being exposed to the whole country and the world. You can imagine even the training college or college of education, and then the sugar factory.
But the community lost more than just jobs when the factory became defunct in the 1980s due to inadequate funding and poor management.
So many people coming from the stage of employment to unemployment. You can imagine how frustrated people go through. Some have lost their lives, because even with the collapse of the sugar factory, all the lights went off.
30 years on, people in Komenda still suffer the loss. Residents lament life has never been the same since.
We are fishermen, but we used to go there to work anytime the fishing business got bad. I personally got a job there. My wife also used to sell to the workers, but now we have lost it all.
Many have resorted to fishing. Most people have reportedly relocated from the community in search of greener pastures. Komenda is in the Edina Eguafo Ebrim municipality in the central region. It was one of the settlements of the British colony. Fishing is the main occupation of residents, with a few of them as farmers. This is what has become of the sugar processing factory that was the pride of the central region. Equipment had reportedly been auctioned to scrap dealers at 5,000 cedis. Staff bungalows have been taken over by private people. Louver blades and other materials had all been stolen. The dilapidated buildings remaining on the 23-acre land is nothing to write home about. The decision to build a new sugar factory in the area is therefore a sound of relief for the frustrated citizens of Komenda. The new project is expected to provide 400 direct employment and 2,000 outgrower farmers. But they have their fears too.
I'm more interested in commissioning the factory. You have seen so many soil curtains. You are building the factory, the plant. I haven't heard anything about sugarcane plantation. So this is what my farmers are demanding.
The Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry, Kweku Rekit-Hagan, thinks this is not one of such projects.
The money needed for the project is already in place, has been negotiated. Government's counterpart payment is been made. So it's a ready-to-go project. And then the plantation, which is the sugarcane, which is the raw material, will be done somewhere along the line because it takes much shorter period for the sugarcane to grow.
Clearing work has already started on the 107-acre land. But they are sure the project will be completed on schedule.
I guess people of Komenda should probably be relieved a bit, and we hope to see that project commenced and well managed.